came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback.
Line 90. Check 53 flight. Here we go. Pull up the signal. Check 49. Check 49.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hatch it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Easy. 15. Watch twits.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And some space here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Terrell Suggs. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Wilson. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow, yellow. Ready, for left. 15, 15. H3, 2, 18.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Now Wilson going to throw again. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Easy. Cut.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the foot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57, Mike, 57.
From the 27, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the curve.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7.
25.
53, Mike.
Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Coming to you.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. There's Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Third and long. It's Wilson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. They'll find Metcalf. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A second down carry for Procise. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw, and this will be incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. That'll bring up 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next, and rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Check, 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 check. 54, Mike 54. Check, check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, here we go. Right there. 54.
Yellow, yellow.
54, Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now Wilson on first down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
54. Yellow, yellow. Watch twist.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the first down.
I'm coming after you. Motion.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. You don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
On 3rd down, Wilson. He hits his running back, close ice. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Got you, punk.
On 1st down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.